Everything you always wanted to know about The Simpsons, but were too afraid to ask. Why are they yellow? Why don't they age? Why does Homer still have a full-time job at a nuclear power plant with zero qualifications? And seriously, how the hell did The Simpsons predict the future? Over and over again. This isn't just a cartoon. It's a cultural event that's lasted longer than most of our favorite bands, better than some presidents, and sharper than many news anchors. Since 1989, The Simpsons has been a window into America's soul. Hilarious, awkward, occasionally disturbing, and somehow backslash. Still running. But what makes this show so weirdly eternal? Let's go all in. The most curious, most shocking, most hilarious questions about The Simpsons, answered right now. First off, why are The Simpsons yellow? It's not just an accident. The creators chose yellow on purpose. Why? Because when people were flipping channels in the 90s, yellow skin popped out. It was weird, unforgettable, and confusing enough to make you stop and ask, wait, what am I watching? That's branding genius in action. Is Springfield a real place? Kind of, but also not at all. There are over 30 Springfields in the U.S. And Matt Groening said he liked the name because it was so generic. But here's the wild part. The Simpsons actually uses that to its advantage. Springfield has a desert, a forest, a beach, mountains, a ghetto, a red light district, and a thriving downtown, all in one town. It's the most geographically unstable city in TV history. And we love it for that. Which episodes do fans love the most? The golden age of The Simpsons, roughly seasons 3 to 8, produced some of the best TV ever written. Marge vs. The Monorail, a musical, a scam, and Leonard Nimoy, perfection. Homer's Phobia, featuring John Waters, tackling gay stereotypes with wit and heart. Lisa's Substitute. If you didn't cry out, you are Lisa Simpson. You are not human. Homer at the bat, turned baseball into Greek mythology. Which episodes do fans hate the most? Oh, there's some rage. The most reviled? The Principal and the Pauper, where Principal Skinner is revealed to be a total fraud named Armin Tamzarian. Fans hated this twist. The writers basically said, aha, never mind, and even had a judge declare that no one would ever speak of it again. That's how much people wanted to erase it. But also, let's be honest, most people agree the show's later seasons lost that razor-sharp edge. Some newer episodes feel more like parodies of themselves, but every now and then, they surprise us. What about those predictions? Are they real? Absolutely, and terrifyingly accurate. Here's a short list of things The Simpsons predicted before they happened. Donald Trump becoming president, 16 years before it happened. Smartwatches, Disney buying Fox, the Higgs boson equation before it was proven. Autocorrect fails. FaceTime, Siegfried and Roy's tiger attack. Coincidence? That's what they want you to think. Who are the real villains of The Simpsons? Easy answer, Mr. Burns. He's a 104-year-old vampire capitalist hybrid who once tried to block out the sun. But don't overlook Sideshow Bob, the man who quotes Shakespeare while attempting to murder a 10-year-old boy every single year. Even the town of Springfield is sometimes the villain. Brainless mobs, corrupt politicians, and an entire police force that couldn't catch a cold. And then there's Homer himself. Lovable? Sure, but let's be real. He's reckless, selfish, and once sold his soul for a donut. Yet somehow, he always finds redemption. Probably because deep down, Homer is us, stupid, hopeful, hungry, and always trying, poorly, to do better. What happens to Bart, Lisa, and Maggie in the future? The show gives us little glimpses, and they're wildly different every time. In one future, Lisa becomes president, after Trump of course. In another, Bart is a washed-up musician living in his ex-wife's classroom. Maggie becomes a world-famous singer but still never says a word. Marge and Homer stay together, mostly, through robot upgrades, space disasters, and therapy. The truth? Their futures are flexible. The writers have turned the family into a quantum state, both evolving and frozen in time. Will The Simpsons ever end? If it does, fans already have a dream ending. The final episode loops back into the very first. The family heads out for the Christmas pageant, just like in season 1, episode 1. A perfect circle. A loop that never truly ends. But here's a more honest answer. Maybe it shouldn't end, because The Simpsons isn't just a cartoon anymore. It's a living archive. A satirical bible of the modern world. If aliens ever find Earth's ruins, I hope they discover a few episodes of The Simpsons and say, ah yes, this is what humans were like. Strange, but oddly brilliant. So, what's the final truth about The Simpsons? It's not just a show. It's a machine powered by satire, emotion, absurdity, and occasionally, the uncanny ability to time travel. We've laughed, we've cried, we've watched Homer fall off cliffs more times than we can count, and we'll probably keep watching, even if the animation changes, the voices age, or the world moves on. Because The Simpsons was never just about Springfield. It was always about us. And if we're being honest, we're all just trying to find our place in a world that feels one banana peel away from a full-blown cartoon anyway.